Hey there, this is Michelle, speech therapist from Therapy Works Together, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to make or help your child make the F sound. So a lot of times kids can't make the F sound because they're stopping that sound. So what that means is instead of blowing air out of the front of their mouth like that, they're stopping it. So they might make a B sound. For example, instead of saying foot, they might say butt. So you might hear them say something like, my butt hurts instead of my foot hurts. Okay, which is really cute, except that they're supposed to age out of that around 3 or so. And unfortunately, it contributes a lot to not being able to understand what they're saying. You'd be surprised how one simple little sound like the F sound stops a kid from being understood when he or she is talking. So one of the reasons that this is a relatively easy sound to work on or to help your child work on it is because you can see how to place the parts of your mouth in the right spot to help them make the sound. So you can show them. So this is one of the little speech therapy strategies that I use to help kids learn how to make the F sound. So first of all, I tell them we're going to make the bunny sound, or if that's too cutesy for your child, it can also be the fang sound. But what we do is we stick our teeth out and we gently bite our lower lip. So I'm going to make my bunny. Here it comes. Right? And I go like that. So you show them basically how you're putting your top teeth, right, on your bottom lip. Okay? And you do this. Your bunny sound. So at first, or your bunny F sound, right? And at first, you're not asking them to say words or parts of a word or anything like that. You're just asking them to make their bunny sound. So they will likely have a hard time putting their top teeth on their lower lip. They'll probably end up doing something like this or like this. So a couple of strategies that you could use is you can go to a mirror and stand right next to them and show them how you're doing it and let them see how they're doing it also. And another thing you can do is give some tactile cues, right? So you can use your finger or a toothbrush or a spoon to gently touch their top teeth to their lower lip, right? Give them a little bit of tactile cues. So once you've practiced making that bunny face for the F sound or the fang face for the F sound, you can start practicing blowing air out. So bite down, let me see that bunny face, and blow air out. So you can give them, you can see if they're blowing air out by putting your finger right here and feeling if there's air coming out. You can also use your finger like a carrot under their lower lip to remind them to blow air out. So if I put my carrot here under your teeth, you have to blow air out on it, right? And practice that. Once you have that down, just putting the teeth on the lips in the right shape, in the right position, like a bunny, and you've got that down and the air is coming out, you can practice that probably 10 to 15 times, maybe twice a day. I like less amount of time, more times throughout the day. So a couple of minutes in the morning, a couple of minutes in the afternoon, a couple of minutes in the evening, and a couple of minutes might be even too much. You can do even just 10 times and motivate them with some games that I'll talk about in just a minute. Once you have that down of just making the sound on its own, then you can add a vowel sound to it. So fee, fi, fo. Don't go to fum because that's not a consonant F plus the vowel, so leave that aside. But get that down and then you can reach back out to us and we can talk about how to continue progressing through the hierarchy of making that sound. So a good way to motivate kids to work on their speech sounds is by giving them, constant reinforcement because it's very drill based and it can be very boring. So you need to give them something to do. So older kids might be motivated by something like playing cards. Maybe you can take a deck of cards and pick out only the numbers, right? Or a few numbers, right? And depending on what number you get, that's how many times you have to make the sound. So I got a 2, so I have to try making the sound twice, or fee and fi, depending on what level you're at, right? What level you're working at. So you can do that with the older kids. And with the younger kids, sometimes just a simple motivator like that is enough to get them excited. And again, we want less amount of time, right? We don't need to do this for 15 or 20 minutes like speech therapy is when a therapist is working with them. You can do 10 to 15 trials, right? A few times throughout the day. That'll kind of get the muscle memory thing going. And again, between maybe every 4 or 5 trials, you can let them do something fun and ridiculous like that. Okay, thanks for listening, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you.